Okay, trying to play another instructive game. I'm gonna explain all my moves. My whole thought process. It's 5 plus 5, so let's see what we can do. French opponent, gonna go for the Jobava London. So far it's all the main stuff. Okay. This is all theory. He might bring his bishop out, he might go for e6. He does bring his bishop out. There is a pawn storm variation here, but I like knight f3. Main reason is that pawn storm is not so effective anymore at the higher ratings, I feel like. Usually I like to go for these plans, but if the knight is here, that doesn't do much. And he gives me the chance to do this, saying that he has a good square for his knight. Maybe I do go here now to force matters. If he takes, I might take with a pawn even. Could also consider this, because then after this he can't place his knight here because it's pinned. Though he could attack my bishop, go with the other knight, so probably not too much of a difference. What are you thinking? Kind of hoping for this, which allows a nice tactic. By taking on f7. But he goes for the trade. And I think in this position, especially I like to take with the pawn. Just restricts his opponent very much. And I can come in with my queen, creating some threats over here. This trade I'm still not scared of. Although we should probably go for it. c5 is an idea for him as well. So let's see, do I want to take with the pawn actually? There's a lot to say for it. Though he can... No, he can't go there. So his knight is getting really passive. Yeah, I like that actually. I'm just gonna solidify. And I do have my pawns on the color squares of my bishop, which isn't the best, but I feel like everything's protected very well. He still should try something like this, I think, but then I'm just gonna leave it. This trade is not much of a problem. And here, yeah, since queen b6 was always my idea, I'm just gonna play it now. Comes with tempo. He might consider something like this. Doesn't do a whole lot, I think. And I'm castling kingside in this game because queenside is a little bit too dangerous. Although he doesn't have a light squared bishop, so this is not that much of a problem, but still. I think castling kingside is just safer. And I do have more space, but at the same time, how am I gonna make use of that? Yeah, that does defend the bishop as well. I'm just gonna castle. I mean, this is still defended. And I have a choice. I can take the queen in between. That just improves his knight. So I might actually do this. And still offer the queen trade. Because if we trade, my rook opens up. I think that's good for me. And if we don't trade, I might have ideas of c5, c4, sorry. So yeah, let's go for that. He always wants me to trade because that just activates his knight. I'm not gonna go for that. And I might even consider c5 just to force the matters. Okay, so let's go for that. So now I guess I have to go for this. But my rook's gonna get the b file, one of my rooks. So I'm still liking this, even though this bishop is still pretty bad. I might have e4 to get it back in the game. Yeah, so he's voluntarily already going off the file, probably to meet a rook move with something like this, although this pawn hangs. Probably gonna go with this rook. This is defended by my queen. If he goes here, maybe we're gonna go for the straight, but then... Okay, so he wants to go for that. Yeah, I think this is still alright. Now this is a good square for his knight. But at the same time it isn't doing a whole lot. Should I do want my rook here? It's a half open file, but yeah, not completely open, so always something to say for this, so that my pawn is offended in this case. Maybe I'll go here first, just to offer the queen trade. Okay, so let's go there. I feel like this is alright. I don't think his rook belongs here. I mean, I understand he was trying to double up, maybe attack my queen like this. Oh, this rook is pretty nice. Now I should watch out if I go here. He has c5 now. Okay, and here I should probably just defend like this. Because I don't know, this other rook probably doesn't belong on a1. Yeah, and he's still attacking there. Just gonna play it slowly to get my bishop in the game. Could have brought my rook over first as well, was probably a little bit more accurate. Yeah, this is always pretty weakening, so I don't know if I ever want to play that. Even this. Yeah, I need to get my bishop in the game, basically. So for now, let's just double up. It's looking pretty drawish, I must say. But at least I'm making sure his knight can't move. I guess he can actually. No, he can't, because he doesn't have time to take here, because that would be checkmate. That's probably why he played h6. But still, let's look at that. So if he takes here immediately, I win his rook. So that's not possible. So if he takes, can still go for this check. Just give my king some breathing room, and that's still pretty drawish. Yeah, now this isn't really what I want to play. So maybe I'm just bringing my king. Don't really know what else to do. Okay, so it goes for that. Yeah, and that is a double attack. If I defend, he gonna push? That's the idea, probably. So if I take, it definitely helps him. I think it's still playable. Can go here now. If he takes, I'm winning this. And this is still defended by my bishop. Not really threatening this, because he can just take. But yeah. Might also be setting up something like this. I might want to put his rooks here. So he is gonna take. Yeah, so I have to go for this. Maybe I'm missing something with this, and then a knight check. Yeah, like I said, I have to go for this. So check, knight check. Now he's just gonna defend. So this. And then this. How does he defend? I think that's all right, actually. He doesn't have a rook check anymore. My king can always escape, so I feel like that's all right. Just expanding. Okay. Maybe my opponent is gonna make use of its passed pawn. That's probably his plan. But I'm hoping that in the meantime, I'm having enough attacking power to create some danger over here. So that's what I'm going for. Yeah, and if his king ever moves, this drops. Probably this is the plan. Now that does create a checkmate threat. But this does defend it. So check. Check. Or maybe here. I think it's all right. And it just continues my plan. He might have a perpetual here, but I'm okay with a draw. Because this pawn is very dangerous. No, his king is maybe a little bit weaker, although my king is not so safe as well. I feel like this doesn't really do anything now. Like he can check here, but just here or something. He can go here. Can even just chase the knight. He might set up some discoveries. I'm just gonna move away again, something like that. And if my king gets more active, that's just good for me. So I think this is a waste of time for him. Unless he finds a checkmate there, but I don't think there is. And then otherwise, yeah, he might go for my bishop. And I feel like I have to let him take it. Like this just on defense, this pawn. And here at least everything's still defended. Now he might have rook a4 at some point. Okay, so he goes for that. Giving me a passed pawn, so I guess I should go for that. So yeah, let's just go. He can't defend right here. So this is getting dangerous for him actually. I might be winning now. And let's see, let's go here. And his king is cut off, so that's always nice. And if he goes here, I think I need to go here to... Yeah, so here, he might go here, but I still have this. I think that's fine. He can't really take here because I'm queening. If he goes here now, I attack the rook. Yeah, and he doesn't have this because my pawn is here. Yeah, and he just resigns. Okay, that's nice. Yeah, it's winning. I was wondering if he had something, but yeah, let's go to the game review. Actually, quite a nice game. Let's see what the engine says. I played at a 93.1. Okay, I didn't expect that. I felt like I was playing well, but not that well. My rating was estimated at 2350. So that's very nice. His rating at 2250, so a very good game. Very equal up until just before the end, actually. So let's see what I can learn from this. So up until this point, it was theory, and this, it is still some kind of theory, but I don't know how to continue here. And I felt like this was best because this is usually the idea, but with the knight here, that's not so strong. Yeah, and even now, so that was inaccurate. Engine says just h3. Castling is also fine. I should just play it a little bit slower. Felt like there was something to say for this. Taking with the pawn is best. Let's see, taking with the queen. Would have also been playable, but pawn is better. So that's nice. And here pawn is best as well. Again, let's see. Yeah, so that's alright. And this was the right approach. So I was wondering if this was okay because, yeah, my bishop is pretty bad here, but I guess his knight is as well. Okay, so what does the engine say here? This is actually important. So just ignoring this, going here. Yeah, I guess he doesn't have time for anything like this. Yeah, just castle, and if he takes two pawns here, then I can take here, so that's bad for him. Yeah, I should have considered that. But usually it's really natural to go here because that's usually what you want if you trade the pawns here earlier in the game. Putting some pressure here if the bishop moves. Knight went there, I castled, this is all fine. Again, taking with the pawn is best here. I'm pretty proud of my decisions actually this game. I thought it was all debatable, but still, this is actually quite alright. Okay, what does the engine say here? The other rook, yeah, I was thinking about that, but then this rook is a little bit trapped. Yeah, this was best. Does the engine say queen e2? Yeah, just going back here. Also defensive pawn still. Maybe trying to get over here. Would have made sense as well. Yeah, and this was very slow. To try and trade queens here. So let's see. What's the engine say here? Bishop g5. Yeah, I saw that later in the game. After I moved back and then didn't know what to do. Basically saying, okay, I mean, he doesn't really want to go for anything like this. It loses a pawn, for instance, but still. Although, now I think of it, this loses my bishop. So why can't he play this? Because this is check. Okay, so that would have been a nice idea. I went here. And then... yeah, this is just slightly worse for me. Again here, rook a1 was best, okay. So I didn't evaluate everything correctly. Yeah, and here we both made mistakes. Though all the moves are not that much of a difference. Yeah, and I missed that he could play c5 here. That's actually quite nice. And taking was best. You don't really want to take here because my pawn structure is bad, but all the other options were even worse. And this was just bad, but not because he could take. So what can he do? Oh yeah, and I have no way to defend it because it's attacked twice. So that would have been nice, but here... Actually, this is still a draw. This is still drawing, so I felt like it was. But it just complicated matters enough. This was best again. So yeah, this is nice. Again, this is best. So here... engine is changing its mind. Rook h8 even. I guess it makes some sense. King is boxed in, but I felt like this was alright. And yet this is best. I don't know why. I was thinking he could maybe go here, but probably I have something here. No, it's just a draw. So this is best, but it's also a draw, so I guess it doesn't really matter. I felt like this was, practically speaking, worse for him because I have this pass pawn now, and he can stop it from this position, apparently. And probably he has a perpetual, like, let's see. Rook a6. Okay. Ah, because I can't push because he goes here now. Yeah, and if I go up, a2 check. And if I ever go to this diagonal, he has rook a6. Yeah, so that was his plan. And if I go here, for example, he can just go here, right? Yeah, this pawn isn't going anywhere. I'm gonna trade for this pawn, and it's just a draw. But in the game, he didn't go rook e6, and now it's winning actually. And there's two winning moves here, going to d1 or to d3. I felt like going up was more natural. Yeah, and I need to chase his rook here, because now, and this is where he resigned, he can't go here. So that's what all these checks are about, to lure my king in and then go there. But in this case he can't because my pawn is defending. And if he now goes rook h6, I felt like I had this. Yeah, I just have this, because if he goes here, it doesn't come with check like in the previous examples, and I can just promote, and we're gonna trade here, and I'm just up a rook, so this pawn is easily won. These pawns are actually pretty difficult for his king to take, so yeah, I'm just gonna win. But in this position, yeah, this position actually, he resigned. Okay, trying to find another game. That was quick. Let's see what we can do. Trying to go for a Jobava London. And I'm gonna try to explain my moves. So far it's theory. And this is not the usual stuff, but it can transpose into a Jobava London style. And in this case, it's gonna be something different, but I like this as well. Chess.com calls this the Indian game. I feel like it's more of a Benoni. But either way, I've played this quite a lot before. But it's always tricky, so I expect to see a winner here. Probably not gonna be a draw. But that's fun. We don't like draws, so... Okay, let's just put the pawn here. And usually in these positions... Okay, he takes. I was gonna say bishop c4 is best, but... Yeah, it's actually a question. I can take here. I've seen this before. With this I can go here. And I'm basically winning his knight. He can defend it, but then this. And he can't go there with the queen because my knight is there. And if he takes, I have a decision to make. I think taking with the queen is nice. Though it might get kicked around. So maybe just a pawn, and It's a pretty annoying pawn for him. His knight can't develop to the natural square. But by the looks of it, he is not going to take. By this time he should have seen that this is a blunder. He might still be considering this. Doesn't have much other options. Could go here, I guess. Or here. Yeah, so he does go there. Let's see, do I want to pin him? We have this. Takes, takes. Takes, takes. Yeah, that's not really what I want. Can also go here. Now let's play it safe. I don't know what to do. Here I wanted to take with the pawn anyway, so that's fine. No, this is defended. This would attack my bishop, but I feel like I can just take with the knight. So maybe he's gonna go here and then go here. Yeah, okay, so that's something. Yeah, I feel like maybe I can go here actually. Because takes, takes. That's still okay. And he might have this. I think this is alright. So takes, takes, he can't take with the knight. And he might try to unpin himself. I feel like that's alright for me as well. Also up 1.5 minutes on the clock. So it's looking alright. Probably unpinning is the best. Don't know if I want to take that bishop. Might even just take everything. So, yeah, so he does go for that. Yeah, there's nothing else than this. So maybe he goes for something like that. Although this will be annoying for him, I think. Yeah, very annoying because he can't go here because he loses the queen. And here it might still be annoying. Because yeah, you can block. It's getting spicy. I think this is the right approach. So he pretty much has to block with this knight. And then, although I would give up my bishop pair, I could consider taking, and after queen takes, taking here. And that's a really bad pawn structure for him. Could also consider taking here first. If queen takes this, he might have to take with the king. Could also consider this check first. Then he blocks with the bishop. Maybe this is actually best because then after this... No, then he can take with the knight. So let's see, takes, bishop, check, bishop there. I take here. He has to take with the pawn. Yeah, and then I still have this bishop. And I've ruined this pawn structure. So I think that's actually quite alright. So he blocks with the queen. Why did I miss that? I can still take here, right? think this is still fine. Can take with my knight here if he goes for that. Now he can't take back either way, because both pieces are pinned. So if he takes back, it's gonna be with the pawn. And if he does that, I might even take this, because he has to take with the king, although it's gonna be an endgame, so don't really know if that's what I want. It's probably better for me to keep the bishop. Let's castle. This is still defended. Twice, actually. But I am gonna take with my knight, because my bishop is already developed and pretty annoying for him. Now if he attacks it, I might have to take. Okay, that develops with tempo. I feel like I was gonna place my king here at some point anyway. And if he unpins his knight, I might still take it. Because if I don't, like here, my bishop is getting trapped. If I go here, there's something to say, but he gets a really active knight, so I think I'm gonna take. And yeah, let's go here now. This would be a nice square for my knight. Also bring on my rook to the open file. You can't really win that file. But if we trade rooks, I mean, his pawn structure is still pretty bad, so I think that should benefit me. Yeah, it's not balanced at all. By the way, I'm up 2.5 minutes on the clock right now. Okay, so if I go here, is it gonna go all the way back? I guess. I mean, it can go here, but I feel like I can attack it. If it goes all the way back, this rook is disconnected. So I am able to fight for this file, I think. And he's gonna go to the G file, but it's easily defendable, I think. Yeah, so he goes there. But I wanted to play this anyway, and if you go here... Yeah, I feel like this is the way to go. Yeah, this must be bad for him. Like here, he loses a pawn. But that's probably the only thing he can do now. And he has 10 seconds on the clock. So this should be a win for me. Let's see. And he resigns. Yeah, probably wise. Let's review the game. I think it was an alright game. Not the best. 91.5 accuracy, actually. Okay, that's quite nice. My opponent 79.5. I had 2250 rating estimate. So pretty accurate. Let's go into the game and see what we could have improved on. Yeah, so I know this is inaccurate, but usually it transposes into Jobava. The engine, yeah, it just wants me to play e4, grab the center. Which is best, but I know the Jobava very well, and this is already a position I know. Now usually here they don't take, although it's the best move. So kudos to my opponent. And here, yeah, e takes is just best because it's annoying. But I feel like this is trickier because he can't really take here. Yeah, see, this is already +3. I can just go here and win the knight. And this is usually a defense, but in this case that just loses the queen. And if you defend the knight like this, I can just attack it once more and it's pinned, so you're gonna lose it. But yeah, he went there. This was inaccurate. Okay, engine says knight f3. Yeah, I guess just developing. He didn't really have a threat. So this was inaccurate. And this was inaccurate again. c4. Yeah, I should definitely consider that. Because now if he takes here, no matter how, let's say he takes with the knight, this is just a really good pawn structure for me, and yeah, this it's really annoying. By the way, this is even a fork. But if he takes here, it's still really good for me. So yeah, c4 would have been nice. I went here. This was a mistake for him. Yeah, and this was the right approach. Let's see. Yeah, there are some other moves. Queen e2, I was debating that as well. Pinning the knight. But I saw this and I felt it was very nice. Now here, actually this is best. Okay, so I I didn't fully calculate it, but it ended up being best. So, okay, and this was the right approach. Yeah, I saw here that no matter what happens, he is gonna have a bad pawn structure. So I thought this would be best. But I guess after this, he still needs to take here. And it basically ends up being the same thing. So I don't really know what the difference is, but okay. Castling is not the best. King f1, okay. I guess that's an option. Don't know why this is better than castling. Not gonna go into that. I just castled. Yeah, and this is +1. Okay, taking was a mistake. Should have actually gone here. It put some pressure here, but I felt like his knight becomes active. Like if he goes here, what do I do? Knight g3. Yeah, just give this up, I guess. This is probably never good for him because that knight is probably better than my bishop. Yeah, I felt like taking here was fine, and still it's still +1, so that's still alright. No, this was good. This was best, and here, yeah, bishop f8 is only move, although it's still +2, but the other moves are worse. So we went here. Now this is best, and this is best. Yeah, and he resigned. I mean, he can go here. Maybe I can even trap it, by the way. I was looking at this, just winning a pawn. Yeah, I could have trapped it. I was thinking, okay, I'll just win a pawn here, and I might have just played this immediately. And it's a good thing I didn't, because, or it's a good thing he resigned, because else we might have gone into this, and this is actually just +0.6, so it might have ended up being a draw. But now that I look at it, and maybe I would have found it in the game, but I was really keen on this, so I probably would have snap taken. But yeah, this just traps a bishop, I guess. He's only one square. And then just one rook. Doesn't really matter, I think. Rook h. Yeah, and that's nothing. The knight is defending this. This is defended by the pawn. This is defended by the rook. This is defended by this pawn. This is defended by the rooks. He can't go anywhere. So yeah, and that's probably why he resigned, even though I didn't see it yet. But yeah, that's why you see. You should always play on, never resign. Because if this happened, and I would have gone for this, yeah, I would have been up a pawn. So maybe it would have still been winning, but yeah, like I said, engine says +0.6. Looking for another game. So see who we're up against. Okay, it's a 1400. So technically, this game should be in my favor. But that's also why it's scary. Because I usually mess these things up. Yeah, playing Jobava London. Main line so far. And let's actually go for this. I've said multiple times, f3 is also a move. But I like these variations here. And it's good that my opponent is already thinking. Because I know a lot of theory here. And clearly my opponent doesn't. Or he does and he's still playing slowly, which doesn't make a lot of sense. So my plan is to go here and to attack with g4. Depending on what he does. If he plays his knight here, I'm probably gonna go for bishop d3. And if he goes for bishop d6, which is played a lot, then I'm going for that plan. Knight there. That's actually dangerous for him, I believe. In this case, it might work. He can defend here. Okay, maybe I should go for this and then this. Just to be annoying. I think that's actually a plan. I don't know this move, but it can't be good. Like c5 is his main pawn break he wants to play. Now his knight is blocking it. Yeah, here, I think I can just go for this. Attacking the pawn and also setting up this idea. And yeah, so he wasn't focused on this at all. Now I just want to check if this makes sense. Sometimes some sacrifices here work, but I don't think in this case any of that works. Yeah, this is going to be a spicy game, because he has the open file where I would like to castle. And I'm pushing my pawns on the other side, so I can't castle there anymore. But still, I'm threatening to trap his bishop. If he pushes his pawn, he loses the bishop that way. And here I believe it's most accurate to play this first. Kick his knight away and then go for this. And that's just a really bad pawn structure for him. So let's see. Can also take here, just win a pawn. I think this is actually better for me. And even this, how does he save his knight? Let's see what he comes up with. I don't know. Looks good for me. So he might sack here. I'm just gonna take and should be fine. I think I'm winning here. Yeah, I still need to convert this, obviously. And he might try something like this, but then still I can take the knight and my bishop is offended, so after takes, takes. That's just completely fine. And I could also just take the bishop first. Okay, he's chatting me now, saying, damn, are you on YouTube? I'm gonna say not live, but it's going to be a video probably. I'm saying probably because sometimes it takes a while for me to edit these. So he goes for the sack, which is probably what he should do. And he's playing on, which is a good thing. So still, I don't know if I want to castle here, because he has the open file. Whoa, my arrows are really good today. I might even just be able to castle here. So let's actually go for that. It looks weakening, but these pawns are actually not going anywhere. And yeah, let's just connect my rooks. And let's see, what do I want to do? Maybe double up. I might be aiming for that at some point. So let's actually go here. Then probably double up, try to push my pawn. It's definitely not easy to break through here. Yeah, I'm up a piece, so this should benefit me. Yeah, and his king is actually pretty safe there. So that's a good thing for him. Yeah, I don't see why I wouldn't go for this. Yeah, and he's trying some stuff over there as well. I think this is actually a nice idea. Like, usually this trade is bad for my pawn structure, but this bishop is actually kind of annoying. So I don't mind the trade there. Even if it loses me a pawn, I'm fine with that. And if queen takes there, I'm just gonna go here. A rook is defending, maybe even threatening some discoveries. Yeah, so this is still okay for me. Because here I can just take with the bishop. Although, no, that loses a piece. What am I saying? So it's getting tricky. So here, takes. Now you can just take my knight. Probably I need to go for something like this now. Yeah, let's do that. So you can go for en passant, but then I can take here. And queen here is fine, but yeah. I don't mind losing the pawn there. This was a very committal move by him, so it's a good thing. He does take with the queen. So yeah, that's still a problem there. Maybe I can go for this now, because if he takes... Well, he would be on my bishop there, so it's still not easy for me. Maybe this. So if he takes... I can take here. Then he takes here, and it's becoming really messy. This... I don't know, maybe I should go for this. Like, if he takes here, that's just a trade. If he ever moves this pawn, I can take his bishop. And yeah, he can take mine, but that's fine, I think. Maybe I should just give back my knight now. And go for some attack with the pawns. So let's see. So this. And then this. And that's actually a nice idea. So I'm giving up a lot of pawns here. But after this, he does have this. But at least I'm not losing a piece. I am losing a piece. So yeah, there. Might need to go there now. Let's go for that. Yeah, he just takes my bishop. Probably when I'm getting his rook, it's becoming really messy. I don't know why I'm making it this messy. But yeah, that's my thing. The openings are good, and then the rest is not so good. So am I getting away with this now? Probably not. Maybe this. So takes. Let's see, takes. Yeah, I think it's alright. I need to defend my bishop as well. This is wow, what a messy game. They can start attacking my knight, but then after I take, I'm attacking his bishop. But after takes, he is attacking here, so that's still a thing. But I'm attacking here. Wow, this is so messy. But this I'm not so sure about. If I take with the bishop, I lose my queen, okay. But if I take with the knight, I think I'm fine. Can you take here? You might be able to take here. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm kind of out of the woods now. But he has a lot of pawns, so there's definitely a lot of counterplay. And my knight is also defending my queen, so I am able to move my bishop away. I'm attacking his queen, so he needs to deal with that first, but still. This is defended really well, like all my pieces are defending it actually. Okay, so do I just move my bishop away and go for some trades? Well, he is attacking my knight as well, so maybe I need to move it. I think I do. Okay, my knight is defending that as well. So do you have some funny stuff here? I can't move away right now. Yeah, let's actually put my rook on this file. Like I said, the knight is defending. Bishop and rook are defending my knight. So that's all fine by me. Can't I just take here now? I think I can. Now the time situation is something, so I need to speed up. I definitely didn't play this game well. I think I'm still winning. But yeah, not a lot of time on the clock, so it's gonna be difficult. So let's see. And he has some pass pawns. So maybe you can make use of that. I just like to go for some trades. I am still up a piece after all. Although he has a lot of pawns for it. But those are doubled pawns. And this was a really tactical game, so I wouldn't be surprised if there's a lot of blunders and inaccuracies when we go to analysis later. But yeah. Just go for the attack. I think this is fine. Yeah, I need to play quickly. So let's go here actually. Queen trade is fine by me. He doesn't want to trade queens. Okay. So yeah, I need to play quickly. I don't really know what I'm doing. So I think this is still fine. He can take here, but he loses his rook probably. And he doesn't have it perpetual here because my bishop is defending, which is important. And this is covered by my rook. So these two checks he has are covered. So I think I'm fine. He's saying GG. I'm just saying what a messy game. It was a really messy game. I'm gonna analyze this and see what we can learn. I think there's a lot to learn here. It's not gonna be accurate. Yeah, 67 accuracy. Rating estimated at 1200. My opponent 800. That's how bad the game was. And the evaluation is going all over the place. I was definitely losing at some point, and I'm winning again and losing again, and yeah. So I like the opening I played. So this is actually best. I've never seen knight c6 because, yeah, it's usually not the move you want to play. But this was a right continuation. Angel still likes this. Yeah, and here it's +1. So this was all good. I know here g5 is actually not best. Just taking here. Yeah, it's always difficult. In some positions g5 is best, in some positions taking immediately. And I'm really struggling to find which position is which. But this is still +1, so would have been better, but still. And this is a blunder because of this idea, which traps a knight. Now I didn't see it immediately, but I felt like it would. Now this would also be fine for me, but I'm winning a pawn and his bishop remains pretty strong, so that's what I didn't like. And here I could just trap his knight. Yeah, he definitely tried to get some compensation. Now castling here is actually one of the best moves. Right now it says the best move, but when I play it, it says excellent. So it's +3, so definitely good for me. And I think I played a bit too slowly here. Trying to attack on the king side, which isn't the best idea. Now it's +2, so it's still winning, but I definitely lost some advantage here. And this was just bad. And he could probably win my knight here if he played more accurately. Like this is good. c3 is best now. Ah, yeah, I should have seen that. And here actually black is winning. Yeah, I thought so. I thought my knight is not going to be saved. Now this is the best move, so I'm gonna try to find that counter. And after this, wait, I can just take here apparently. Felt like my knight would be getting trapped there anyway. Yeah, I guess just counter-attacking. Okay. But I played this in the game, which is just a missed win. Now he's completely winning. Now he's even more winning if he plays e takes d. Yeah, my queen is hanging, my bishop is hanging. I thought I might be able to get away with this. Yeah, rook takes, knight takes, probably can just attack it. Or with the queen even, yeah, and that's just lights out. He didn't find that, and then here, bishop d2 is best, counterattacking his queen. And here I'm losing again. Like I said, it was a really messy game. Now this was a nice idea by him. Like, if I take here, I'm losing my queen. With check. So I had to take with the knight. And then this wasn't the right follow-up. Rook d e7. Yeah, that's becoming really dangerous. Like, I need to go for this probably. Or this. So after this, now here I'm kind of out of the woods. It's still better for black. What does the engine say here? Bishop c1. Yeah, I was thinking about this. Why did I think I was hanging my knight? It's just defended by my rook. So this was the idea I had, and I didn't play it because I thought my knight was hanging. Oh, this is really bad. Yeah, and then here, just hung his pawn, and now it's equal again. This is a miss. Yeah, I could have gone here. I played that one move later. Should have done so immediately. This is the right plan. Gonna miss. Ah, I have just a check winning his rook. Yeah. Yeah, it was a time scramble here, so I needed to play quickly. And it is winning for me now. Mate in 4, it says even. So this is not best. What's the mate in 4? Can G6. Yeah, just giving up a pawn, and then this king comes closer. Like, if it goes here, this is already checkmate. I tried to play safe still. This was the right idea, and apparently it's a draw. So he has some kind of perpetual here. But not like that. Bishop G3. Rook F7. Okay, and he needs to give up his bishop. Yeah, and then he has a perpetual here. Okay. That would have been a nice find by him, but still, not a lot of time on the clock. And here I saw that it was just out of the woods. I could take his rook, and then, yeah, there's nothing he can play for. This is covered by my bishop. This is covered by my bishop. This is covered by my rook. So all the checks he has are covered. And I'm just up 2 pieces at this point. So yeah, that's where he resigned. Very respectful opponent. Wondering what he's gonna say about this video, especially this analysis, because he definitely had a lot of chances, as did I. But yeah, it's that's what you see. It's always nice to have some kind of opening trap, but then conversion is a whole other thing, and I should definitely learn a thing or two about that. But for now, it was a good game. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.